Greetings, this is Sound Art Radio. It's going to be magical fun time again, but before we start to blather on, here is another beautiful song by our beautiful friend Pete Cant, which, as Lottie informs me, was recorded with a nearby little birdie in Andalusia.
Lawrence came to meet with me, we talked a while about how we lived at different times in Jeff's apartment. Jeff used to host these crazy costume parties there. They were wild and violent and free, and we confess we've been feeling much less lightness in ourselves. Somehow correlates to Jeff's depression. It's like, I don't hear you and you don't hear me. I don't hear you and you don't hear me. I don't hear you and you don't hear me. But we're here now. Jeff is in the hospital for treatment, electroconvulsive therapy. I go to the hospital and I sit with Jeff. He says I can't help feeling lonely. He says I can't stand feeling lonely. No, I don't feel you and you don't feel me. I don't feel you and you don't feel me. I don't feel you and you don't feel me. I don't feel you and you don't feel me. I don't feel you and you don't feel me. I don't feel you and you don't feel me. But we feel something. The traffic light went green to red to black to green. The hearts we held before are black and blue. Carry them round in this old dressing up chest. Let's take them out, think about what we want to do. We're gonna go back to Jeff's apartment. We're gonna cover the walls and the floors in gold. We'll wear our hearts pinned to our costumes, and we'll dance there when no one's young and no one's old. Yeah, we'll dance when no one's young and no one's old. There's another world spinning. There's another world spinning. There's another world spinning inside of this one. There's another world spinning. There's another world spinning. There's another world spinning inside of this one.
Okay, so Lottie,
Yeah.
we need to talk.
Yeah, we probably do.
Right? The population of this country. Last week, when we interviewed our lovely friend John Nelson, he asked me what the track was after his interview. And he wondered if it was maybe Scandinavian or further east than that. And it was indeed.
It is further east.
It was substantially further east, because the sound, that magnificent song, and the song that you just heard at the top of this show is by the one permitted musical ensemble in North Korea, the North Korean Moranbong group. And here's the problem. You, and I know you're going to agree with me, Lottie, you can have your opinion on Little Father and his regime. You can decide what is and what isn't propaganda. You can find your own truth about Little Father. And yeah, for sure, this guy's personality is up for debate. There have been some seriously questionable things, the sharks and the dogs, etc.
I'm not entirely sure whether at that point he's still got a personality, really.
But the North Korean Moranbong band are the only permitted band in North Korea, which means they are literally hand-picked, these musicians. All of them are women, mainly, I would say, late 30s to 60s, maybe.
I mean,
they dress in synchronized outfits, like air hostess outfits and little naval outfits. And they play this music, which is Little Father's idealized music.
Sometimes he's in the video backing.
He is. Sometimes he's in the projections. And I expect almost always in that audience with all the generals. And they present these spectacular, virtuosic flights of pop phantasmagoria, whilst also doing synchronized dances, playing violins and saxophones,
marching.
and marching, but they do marching with little sassy moves in between.
It's stilettos.
Yeah, it's like a sass march, a march of sass, and they do songs like "Let's Go to Mount Pektu."
Let's study for the future of the fatherland.
Let's study for the future of the fatherland is at the moment my personal favourite. I only discovered this one this morning. I've discovered quite a few.
The message is good.
The message is great.
I mean, it's fundamentally sort of bipartisan, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, everybody should be studying.
I agree.
And on that, the North Korean Moranbong band are correct.
Oh, they've definitely studied, but I would say
they also say in that song that we should be creative
by fear. But
yep, and So yes, John, that is the North Korean Moranbong band. And knowing that Little Father has picked and chose every member of this band and has given the instructions...
I mean, he's really flying the flag for women in music.
He really is. And I don't see, the quietists, they're always writing about, isn't it amazing that women play music? I've
never seen them
one article about the North Korean Moranbong band in the quietists.
Ever.
Now, something's going on there, isn't it?
What? I never see them on the International Women's Day.
Ever. No one's ever celebrating the North Korean Moranbong band innate and virtuosic musicality. But the fact is, if this band are the kind of physicalization, the manifestation of Little Father's idealized music, then we can maybe start to draw some assumptions about his personality. This music is very hype,
It's
very, very, very positive. Hype, positive. It's also exciting. It also has a great level of skill
It
and
really
craftsmanship.
does. I mean, as a musician, I'm deeply impressed.
But can we infer from this that Little Father, coming as he did from the heights of Mount Pektu, can we infer that Little Father, if these represent his taste, can we infer that Little Father is, in fact, hype, virtuosic, and sassy? Can we infer that? And
I mean,
he has a taste. Little Father has a taste, obviously, for bright colours. Laser shows, they have a lot of lasers. Little Father also likes big projections, 4K, I would say.
yeah,
Wouldn't you say
I
4K?
bet he's all over that.
They might even be looking at because they have like big images of Little Father projected behind them. It might even be 8K, because honestly, even just in the YouTube interface, you can see that smile with such crispness and detail as he stands mightily atop Mount Pektu.
The boy's got a winning smile.
It's such a winning smile, and he, for all of his faults, right? It's Diaghilev wasn't perfect now, was he? But for all of his faults, Little Father has put together a damn fine pop rock ensemble. You know?
And just like
and
Diaghilev is
what other politicians do you know who've done that? Certainly not Tony Blair. He couldn't even get a band together. Keir Starmer plays flute.
He did try and do stand-up, though.
He did, but Keir Starmer's never managed a band. Keir Starmer has never curated musicians. You know? Keir Starmer's never... Rishi Sunak never curated an ensemble.
Nigel Farage tried, and it
Does Nigel Farage try to put bands together?
Well, there was that beautiful piece of footage of when the Brexit thing finally... when they finally passed the motion, although they've still got it sort of...
Nigel Farage has never managed to pass a motion.
But, yeah, they had that thing where it was like, you can hear the click track...
Oh yeah, I remember this wonderful
footage. The trumpet was like...
But was that a band Nigel had put together? Maybe it was.
Yeah, I mean...
The Reform Moranbong group. The Reform UK Moranbong group. And you realise, guys, probably if you do get a Reform government, human earthlings here in the United Kingdom, if you do get a Reform government, what's probably going to happen, because like Nige and Tice are probably going to want to do the whole like funny dictator thing themselves while the country cracks underneath them. And I'm not one of these people who's like, oh, I'm really scared of reform because I think the whole system is fascist. If we've allowed a Holocaust to happen for the last 2 years, then the whole system is fascist. So I don't care.
Well, you know, I'm
not scared
until the point where I realised they just don't care and they're just going to let everything burn.
Exactly. I'm not scared of Reform UK. It's because it might actually just make the system collapse a bit quicker.
So the thing I don't understand is that I obviously read about a lot of geopolitics stuff, and I read about all these terrible regimes, i.e. North Korea with its awful human rights record and everything, and all the stuff that we know about North Korea, about forced labour camps and putting children in camps and so on and so forth. Aren't America sort of doing that as well? I don't understand why one forced internment is good and another one's bad. Yeah. Isn't it all bad?
Yeah,
but considering America killed over 70 million people and loads of other people since then, I don't really. I mean, I can't really see how there's like a difference, like between any of it. Really, isn't it all murdering loads of people?
Chomsky talks about it a lot in his writing. He talks about this illusory intellectual hierarchy, which is this idea that the people in the West have decided that they're cleverer than everyone else, which is patently not true, is it?
Really not. And I also just want to say, like, the whole thing, because I went and did philosophy at undergrad, and then the university shut down. But I always heard people talking about, like, it's pretty colonial discourse, but people talking about Western culture, blah blah blah, and they're talking about like philosophy. But I would say like philosophy is sort of from the Mediterranean for a start, and I wouldn't really say Greece is conceptually particularly similar to England for a start, and for a start that's the British taking responsibility for that when it really had nothing to do with them. And secondly, what was I going to say? So talking about like blah blah blah, that was it. Blah blah blah, Western culture, reeling off lists of various great thinkers and stuff, and it's sort of. All of those people were autistic, so that's not Western culture. Like Mozart
That's
wasn't.
a small amount.
Mozart wasn't Western culture. Mozart was Mozart. He was a one-off. That's not every single person out there is gonna be able to get to the point of Mozart. Like he did that because of him. That's not Western culture. There is no Western culture.
Do you know when I was 14 years old, in the local papers, there was newspaper articles about me that said "Move over, Mozart." That was the tagline. Move over, Mozart. And I had high hopes for myself at that point. As you know, I've written a lot of music, really, it's so much music that I can't think of. And now, having delved a bit more into the catalogue of the North Korean Morambong band this morning, I realised that it's all been futile, and so I am going to destroy all of my music this afternoon. But what I wanted to say was that dictators, right, they borrow ideas off each other. Like Mussolini didn't rock with the racism until he realised it was working well for Hitler, and then he took it on. So if dictators emulate one another, then the logical next step for dictators now would be to have their own Morambong band.
Well, they should just start a band.
And so that is the only.
They want to be famous.
Yeah, basically. no. But regardless of that, I think that it's a good idea that every country now just has its own Morambong band, right? And what I want to ask you is, of 3 questions.
What does it actually mean?
Morambong, I'm not sure. I did look it up, but I can't remember. What would be in Donald Trump's Morambong band? What would be in a speculative Prime Minister Farage's Morambong band? And what is in Keir Starmer's already secret, highly classified Morambong band? Those 3 questions.
Toto covers mainly, I would.
In whose band?
Keir Starmer's.
Toto. What's the lineup in Keir Starmer's Morambong band? Obviously flute, right? Because he's a flautist.
I reckon David Lammy has played a cover of Wonderwall on a steel string guitar at some point.
Oh yeah, no, Keir Starmer doesn't do Toto. They do like Oasis covers.
Yeah, I reckon because Keir Starmer was going on about, it's great to see Oasis.
Yeah. No, that's what they do. Keir Starmer's Morambong group.
Yeah, so it would be like
they do. But remember, these guys.
On flute.
I think they're not. I think they're not in it. They're not in the band. It's to please them, isn't it? So I think that lineup of Keir Starmer's already happening. Classified Morambong group that they're planning on. If Starmer gets a second term. They're planning on replacing all music in this country with Keir Starmer's Morambong group. And I think that there is... I think there's a bass kind of lineup of drums, bass guitar, but it's with a 6-string bass, and keys. No guitar player, and what they do, Keir Starmer's Morambong group, who are going to be the hot sound in a few years' time, they just perform Britpop covers led by flute, so there's no singing. They do like Wonderwall.
Yeah, it would be that, wouldn't it?
So that's Keir Starmer's.
He's got a Yamaha keyboard and he puts it's not going to be a Casio. He hasn't got that much self-respect.
It's a Yamaha. It's like a new build Yamaha. And Donald Trump's Morambong band. What's the instrumentation?
I reckon it's just him in his.
No, but he can't be in the band because it's to please him.
Hitting a kettle.
It's to please him. So, what would please him? What would please him as a band? You know, what's Donald Trump's ideal band that will be the only permitted music in America by this time next year? What's that going to be? It will be an all-female lineup, like Kim Jong-un's.
Maybe Melania will run it.
Melania.
I mean, she seems like she'd be more.
Oh my God! I mean that Lottie. That was.
I mean, do you reckon she's going to be? Do you reckon she's going to be?
On your, I mean, I know that was not speculation.
After he finally. Sort of,
That was not speculation. That was a vision. You had a vision.
Do you reckon Melania's going to take
over? Melania.
Is she like the star?
She's not going to take over. No, she's not going to take over the government. But she's going to. She plays keys and is the conductor. Of the American Morambong band, which is keys, banjo, sousaphone. And Chaos Pad.
Chaos Pad.
That's Donald Trump's Morambong band, and they only do songs about how brilliant Trump is.
Wow! I'm just reading about.
Keir Starmer's Morambong band, by the way, they just do songs about how brilliant Tel Aviv is. And Nigel Farage's Morambong band. This is the big one. What's the lineup in that band?
Jeremy Clarkson.
What does he play?
I don't know. Himself.
Okay, so Clarkson's on Vox. We've got that. So we have Clarkson on Vox. So in Nigel Farage's Morambong band, if you're gonna have Clarkson on Vox, then you have to have.
Is he going to be a Bez type? Do you think?
Oh, Clarkson.
Yeah.
No. He's like a firm still frontman, like David Duchovny.
The lineup of the band that would most represent this country would be, I don't know what instruments, but Jeremy Clarkson,
Vox,
Ed Sheeran.
No.
He'd be in it.
No, he's not allowed in because nobody really from the previous music industry, because the music industry is banned.
Obviously,
In fact, that's what the British Moranbong band is called. It's called the Music Industry's Band. Tommy Robinson is Bez.
I'm a journalist. I promise I'm a journalist.
He jumps around while Clarkson's doing Vox. Richard Hammond is in the band.
Do you reckon?
He plays drums.
Yeah, I think also who else? Like the whole cast of Mrs. Brown's Boys.
Oh no, they're the groupies of the Moranbong band.
Yeah.
The cast of Mrs. Brown's Boys. I've never seen Mrs. Brown's Boys.
No, I haven't. I just assumed it was horrible.
Yeah. I don't know why I presume it's horrible. It just kind of looks horrible.
It looks like the feeling when I was a young whatever. I used to be ill all the time, probably because I'm not supposed to be here. But that's too complicated. But
I don't belong
and I used to
here.
see like Carry On films and all the sort of like the Carry On-y sort of horrible stuff, and I was like, oh God, is that what I've got to grow up into? So that's so that's the feeling that I get from Mrs. Brown's Boys.
Yeah. So, so far...
So them...
No, but they're the groupies. But I realised that what you suggested here is a band...
That horrible woman who took over Countdown, who made the
I
t-shirt
don't know about the Countdown
she's like,
woman.
She was making...
I'm
she
so
made a
detached,
t-shirt
I only know
with
Vorderman.
Jeremy Corbyn on it, and something
Right.
was a... I don't know.
Oh, right.
whatever, something...
Oh, okay. Well, no. I think I have the lineup of the Reform UK Moranbong band. Clarkson on Vox, Stephen Yaxley Lennon as Bez.
Loads of people that I used to know from the London alternative comedy scene. They should all be in it.
But I think I have the ultimate lineup. It's a three-piece.
The ones who all ended up in sort of, GB News and
Yeah.
interviewing prominent war criminals.
Yeah. It's a three-piece, the Reform UK Moranbong band. It's just Clarkson on Vox, Yaxley Lennon as Bez, and Katie Hopkins on drums.
Oh yeah, she's on it.
That's it. That's the sound.
Who's that horrible woman? Is her name Julia something? Julia. Oh yeah, it was her name Julia Hartley Brewer. She's horrible.
Oh,
she'd be in it as well.
Yeah. Well, so it has to be a four-piece. She plays trumpet. That's the sound. Drums, trumpet, Clarkson's voice. No, she plays trombone. Drums, trombone, Clarkson's voice, and Tommy Robinson as Bez, occasionally shouting about journalism and how he's a journalist, and how if you're a proper journalist, what you would be doing is watching his videos go on
that
for...
That is probably what she's doing, actually, isn't it? Hartley Brewer. So they get on really well.
Yeah.
They probably do. All the time.
That's all of those three issues solved. I mean, I'm amazed how quick you came up with that. So my proposition,
she's horrible.
My proposition, because I object to the music industry. I think it is it's a malfunction, and I believe very firmly. And I could talk to you at length about this, that the music industry and current ideas around copyright are consolidating the wallets of people like Keith Richards, bless his heart, whilst actually impeding the progress of human thought and culture, because art progresses, what do you know, by imitation and transformation. Every idea doesn't come like a bolt from the blue. Everything is informed by the past, and the sooner we realise that, the sooner we might get out of the cultural quagmire that we appear to be immersed in. And so I want, and I shout loud for the fall of the music industry and for people to start putting on shows in community centres again, and not this idea that to be an artist you're supposed to be communicating with 20 million people to be considered legitimate, which is just unrealistic and completely sort of actually non-democratic. And as a culture we've chosen this and we must start objecting to it. And so I propose the way to collapse the music industry is really simple. Just ban all music apart from the Moranbong band of every single country. And then imagine that. You'd know where you were all the time. If you woke up not knowing where you were and the radio came on and the Parisian Moranbong group came on, you'd be with the the disco kind of accordion music with a kind of rock twist. You'd know where you were. It would give you a sense of certainty. And if all music was actually banned, what would happen then was everyone would start to form a band, but they'd be doing it quietly and illicitly, and a wonderful culture would start to grow underneath the surface, the clean sheen of your country's Moranbong band.
It means Peony Hill, apparently. It's a district in Hong Kong.
Well, you would be living in a culture where the only thing you could listen to would be your country's peony band. And that would also mean that the music on advertising would be banned.
Hill.
Moran Hill. The miseducation of Moran Hill. There we go. Moran Hill. The miseducation of Moran Hill. The North Korean Moran Hill band. And so if every country just had a Moranbong band and music and expression were just completely banned, then you would get an underground scene again.
Oh well, they've banned blue jeans.
And then
North Korea.
This underground scene that was developing underneath would eventually start to develop its own innate code of philosophy and ethics, which are based around, the sensible ones that assure there isn't destruction everywhere. And a subculture would grow. And I wonder if behind the walls and in the basements of Little Father's utopia, there is actually an amazing hidden techno and noise scene, and composers.
That's the case in a lot of other countries. Really restricted.
Yeah, exactly. And so I think let's ditch the music industry, get a Moranbong band for every country for a little while, and then just see what happens. It's time to make all music illegal again. Since we've made sampling illegal now, it's illegal to make sampling. So, if hip-hop was going to emerge now, it wouldn't be allowed. So we've cut off that freedom of expression, and we don't consider that to be fascistic. But we would consider just having a Moranbong band in every country to be fascistic. But what? This is saying that we can cut off some forms of expression and not others. Well, that's nonsense, because we all live in this world surrounded by wreaths and wreaths of noise that we haven't consented to having put in our heads. So we can take culture and do what we want with it. We did not consent to be bombarded with all of this noise. So guess what, kids? The culture you are in, none of it's copyright. It all belongs to you.
Whatever, people who are really into eating a dead corpse always go on about how people who don't like stabbing something living in the throat and wrapping it up in a plastic bag, they always go on about how we're going on about not stabbing the alive person and eating the corpse, but I mean, how many sort of images of like the inside of a corpse with like sweat and stuff running out of it, and some Marks and Spencer's voiceover going, look at it, lick it. I have to watch that all the time, and I have to see stuff from McDonald's, and I have to see stuff about like this way of life, which I'm not going to apologise for it. It is abhorrent, obviously.
Talk very honestly.
So
about
you're the ones who are like shoving your agenda of trying to eat absolutely everything alive down my throat. Thank you very much.
That Marks and Spencer's advert that we saw the other day. Let me describe the advert. It was a close up on like extreme, like high resolution close up of a piece of
flesh,
like red meat with
pink inside,
pink inside with grey around, and all the like fat around the side, and the image that we were presented with on the screen, whilst there was some kind of like sultry 101 strings kind of music. That's a reference no one's going to get.
What?
101 Strings. They were a kind of popular 70s, 80s novelty orchestra.
No,
I do
know that.
This sultry music and a close mic.
It's not just a dead body.
This.
It's a dead body with our branding on it.
Yeah, and then the image that went with this kind of like ASMR voice and this luxuriant, swirling, opulent strings music was a close-up image of a fork being pushed onto this slab of flesh, and then all of these like juices sort of like squelched out the top of it, and then like dripped glutinously down the sides of the thing, of the slab of flesh, and
the glutinous substance was like made of lactate.
Yeah, but what we have to talk about,
not the species.
What we have to talk about this here is, like, it's clear. It's not like an if. It's clear that there is a crossover between the presentation and consumption of meat and eroticism.
Yeah, it's sexualized constantly.
And to me, that's very strange.
It's really weird. So why are you equating? You're equating another being's corpse that has been funneled through this agriculture industry with your genitals.
Yeah,
it's really weird. And like, you know, it is that.
Yeah, but even just on the level of like, in my head, I don't put the two experiences together. You know, just like, if I'm making love, you know, of all the thousands of times I have made love in my life, I've never once thought about food.
No, I think it's like there's this sort of eroticization of like this kind of, you know, we watch like at the end of Clockwork Orange. This thing, and it's all about, I can't really see it as anything other than this kind of like Freudian thing, really. And I just think it's really, really weird and disturbing.
Yeah,
like anyone who's into this is like, really, really got to have a think about your priorities.
But what I'm saying is, I don't understand the mechanism, like.
Because men, whenever you talk, like, you know, I never ate meat after I found out what it was, because, you know, I grew up in the countryside and I, you know, hung out with the animals, and then they disappear and end up being eaten. And like, if you spend more than 2 seconds with an animal and actually watch what it's doing and listen to what it's, you know, not saying, but its behaviour, like, just watch it, you can tell that they're extremely complex. the idea. I can't believe I'm having to explain that things can think.
But
I mean, how do you think they move? Like, but
my
men
question is,
equate it to their genitals.
Yes.
It's a macho position.
But my question is, when most humans are making love, are they also thinking about their dinner?
Probably.
Because
it's all just instinct and
honestly,
isn't it?
my
desire,
my stomach,
libido.
right? My stomach is never in a state of. My stomach is never in a state of calm. There's always some form of discomfort going on in my stomach. It's always been the case, always will be. Just one of those kind of guys. And so, if I'm doing something where I cannot think about my stomach, then I will do that. And lovemaking is a completely separate thing to digestion for me. But I'm interested if there is, there obviously is some big erotic digestive crossover because people like to eat food off Japanese ladies. And that's very curious to me because I've always found those two things very separate. Like, for example...
Well, if you read... Sorry.
Imagine being, sat in bed on a sunny Sunday morning with your lover, and then, the guy says, "Hey, how about a little breakfast in bed?" And then, I don't mean your lover. I mean, this is speculative people. He says, "How about breakfast in bed?" And she's like, "Oh my God, that'd be gorgeous." And so then he goes downstairs, and he opens the fridge and gets his bacon and his sausages and his baked beans and his mushrooms and his black pudding and his hash browns and his...
When I found out what black pudding
and his,
was
and his bubble and squeak, right? And he makes it and he takes it back upstairs to his lover, and they sit and they eat their sausages and their bacon, and they sit and they're full. They kind of start to doze a bit, and then his hand just gently caresses the back of her neck, and they're taken by the spark again, and they begin to make love, and then they forgot that the plates from their breakfast in bed were still on the corner of the bed. And then what do you know?
All the meats and
the
the
erotic
carpet,
moment was ruined. There's grease in the carpet. There's ketchup and brown sauce on the bed.
Crumbles open and you can see all the parasites inside and moving around, and then you realise that that's got into your brain and it never goes.
There's mess everywhere. That black pudding is not going to come out of the bed sheets, and your bed is always going to have... It's
going to be like the inside of Ed Sheeran's girlfriend's bag, isn't it?
Yeah, full of chicken. Full of chicken, yeah. So... the two things do not go well.
No, I don't really get
go
it.
well together.
I don't understand it at all. But I've had constantly from men that like, oh yeah, well, poor meat, and then they make some really tired euphemism.
Yes, I've got in there somewhere.
There's not even any point in saying it.
I've got in there
dull and predictable.
In there somewhere, I've got a pop-up Kama Sutra. And there isn't a single sandwich in it.
No, there isn't.
No, not one. No cakes, no biscuits.
They don't. I think,
there might be some milk.
Do you think it's a Western thing? I think it's a Western thing. It's got to be.
Maybe, but I don't know.
I don't know. There's
in Dante's La Vita Nuova, when Dante is very young and he's pursuing this woman and writing her poems and things. Dante isn't saying, "I'd love to watch her eat a baguette."
No. Okay, so I think what happened is after they signed the Industrial Agriculture Act in 47, like prior to that, the meat thing wasn't seen as much of a disposable commodity because people couldn't get as much of it because they weren't killing 3 million land animals a minute.
Yeah. In Romeo and Juliet, they don't talk about going for a mixed grill.
No. So the macho.
I can't wait to have a cooked breakfast with you, Juliet.
Oh yeah, Romeo. Get your mixed grill out. Tybalt, I've got more meat than you. I mean, it's got to be a modern thing, hasn't it? Since the industrial animal agriculture thing, because the only way that you can make
it's eroticization
the
of
only
food.
way you can make it into something so throwaway is if there's a lot of it available.
Yeah,
so
I guess
it's only come from since we had industrial agriculture. So it's entirely modern thing that men are linking the agriculture industry. Well, I suppose that's older, but the thing of another being's life being linked to their genitals.
Yeah.
And I expect if anyone who's really into meat is listening, oh, that's ridiculous, and she's just being woke or whatever. That is what they'd think. But I mean, I've not eaten meat since I found out what it is, so nearly well over 3 decades, and it's been a constant of men being like, oh yeah, so if I put this bit of sausage in your mouth, and I mean, firstly it's bizarre, but secondly, aren't you embarrassed? Aren't you all embarrassed about how pathetic you sound? It's pathetic. If there's you all exist in this sort of kind of narrative that's constructed by various religions with the idea that you'd be accountable after death to some higher power, wouldn't you be worried that somebody more knowledgeable than you would just be like, what were you doing? Wasting your life. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. It's childish. It makes you look like an idiot.
But also, speaking of the connection between meat and other things, the connections between meat and music, Lottie discovered something that you might not be aware of, but I'm going to break it to you now. Have you ever wondered, where are Westlife nowadays?
Well,
have you? Well, we know. They're behind the counter in your local Morrison store, aren't they? In everybody's local Morrison store. They manage it. They're like Father Christmas, who gets to every house in the world. Although I was just wondering about Father Christmas. When they say he goes to every house in the world, does that mean he also goes around the Islamic world, or does he only give to Christian kids? What's the if Father Christmas could get in touch with us to clear this up?
It's fine. No, I thought he got killed by the CIA.
Well, yeah, we did.
Comrade.
We did. He
was
get
doing
killed
that
by
before.
the
He
CIA.
was giving stuff to everyone and all the animals. Oh yeah, no one's asked them. But then they who killed him? Probably Reagan or Nixon. Well, not really. Reagan. I'm going with Reagan.
Yeah. I'm going with Reagan too. I phased out there, so I've got no idea what you're talking about. But I'm going with
deep state
Reagan.
job that none of them knew, but they killed Father Christmas.
Hey, Lottie.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that the magical item that you made in memory of the guinea pig Vivienne Westwood has turned into a blue bird?
Oh wow!
Above the parrot.
Wow, it has.
There's a lovely.
That's amazing.
A lovely Rio de Janeiro parrot thing that I got Lottie for their last birthday, I believe. Or was it for Christmas?
It was for my
I don't
birthday.
know. But yeah, it's turned into a blue bird. Now tomorrow, Saturday.
But not today, because tomorrow has to become today to deal with it.
You don't have to bother. Yogi
Thanks,
T
Yogi
said it first.
They said it first.
Tomorrow has to become today to deal with it.
You don't have to bother. Nice one, Yogi T.
Yeah.
That's
Now, do you
Sage
guys
advice.
notice how much fun we're having? What a lovely time we've been having for the last 44 minutes. We've been having a lovely time. Well, tomorrow you can come to Sound Art Radio and have a lovely time with us, because it is the first in the series of our... I don't really know how to describe it. Sound Art Radio's Listen Play Experiment series, and we are running the play component, which means we are making plays. Yes! Because all the world are stiage, and all the men and women merely audience members.
And tomorrow has to become
today to deal with it. You don't have to bother. So we're gonna be making exciting, fun, unpredictable radio drama. We've both done a lot of radio drama all over the world, and
also from
not
all over the world, because the beauty of it is you don't have to leave the house.
You can
sometimes
just make it from your house. And we want to make some with you. I am always just bored of having my own ideas, which is why it's wonderful having Lottie next to me, who is a constant stream of ideas, which are tend on the side of surprising and beautiful. And I want to hear your surprising and beautiful ideas, as does Lottie. So come and join us. 8th of November, tomorrow, domani, at Sound Art Radio. Come and join us. I believe it's at 2 p.m.
2 o'clock till 4 o'clock.
2 p.m. till 4 p.m. The second hour of which we will be live on the air with you. So come along and join us for Listen, Play, Experiment, and come and play. Come and play with us. Come and play with us forever and ever and ever and ever. I admit I'm really bad at promotion, right? This is me trying to market a thing to you, and I admit it maybe just sounds terrifying. But I promise once you're in our proximity, you won't feel terrified at all. You'll have a lovely time, because... But let me tell you this, my theatre productions, of which there are many, if you ask any of the actors who've been on my theatre productions, they will describe the experience of being on my theatre productions with 2 words. The first one of which is the. What are those 2 words, Lottie? The fun. Oh, Lottie's trying to sneeze. The fun. So we're going to have the fun. Art should be fun. Art isn't like this, grand, serious thing. I mean, it's great serious. It's the most serious thing. But
you're supposed to enjoy it.
Yeah. You can't have a revolution without laughter, and you can't have art without humour, because humour equals detachment, equals objectivity, equals the capacity to make art. So join us tomorrow, and then 2 weeks after that, and then 2 weeks after that, and then 2 weeks after that. And then again after Christmas, we'll make a new thing. Every week we'll make some wild, unkempt, unfiltered, lovely radio that comments on the world, but also celebrates life and humanity and animals and magic and being alive and the stars and the moon and beauty and enchantment and wonder in this amazing thing, this amazing medium called radio, where you can go absolutely anywhere. If one part of your narrative starts in Berlin and then the second part of the narrative happens in Stockholm, the third part of the narrative happens in Naples, that's no problem at all, because all you got to do is create the illusion that you are there, using the amazing trickery that is enabled by the sonic space, a true place for enchantment which our media system has removed the capacity for. Radio is the most democratic medium. Radio is the medium where it costs nothing to go to the moon. So, come and play with us. Now we're going to take a little breather and play you another wonderful track by the North Korean Moranbong Band. So, that was the North Korean Morumbong Band. Aren't they spectacular? Now, determined as I am to continue talking about my little father, which is my new exciting theme, we have just discovered that Mount Pektu, my little father was born, it erupts. It's a volcano, Mount Pektu.
Last erupted in 1903.
Last erupted in 1903, erupts every
100 years.
100 years or so. And the system by which this works, because I guess in many ways North Korea is like how Japan was pre to like the Victorian era, when Japan kind of opened its doors so they could see what was going on inside. But actually what happens in North Korea is that once a century Mount Pektu explodes and it leaves in its wake 2 to 3 eggs. The egg. 2 to 3. Yeah. It leaves in its wake a number of eggs. And those eggs contain enough supreme leaders to carry through the course of a century. And that is how they roll in North Korea. That's why they don't need democracy, because supreme leaders are born, not made. And we know how they are born. They come out of volcanoes, from the Earth's core, to guide, to lead, to bring socialist values.
It's like the opposite of what de Beauvoir was talking about, with one is what not born but is made a woman. Mm-hmm. What's the full quote?
Well, one is not born but made a woman, but one is born a supreme leader, clearly. That's what they believe forever, you know.
Are those the two genders, do you think? The real
What, woman and supreme leader? I think most men would agree with you that the two genders are woman and supreme leader.
Okay, I get
it now. Okay, men, listen, guys. You're just a guy, you're not a supreme leader. Little father, my little father, is a supreme leader. Right? Get that down. Yeah, actually, Lennon, he's not a supreme leader. He's not even a journalist. But my little father, when that egg hatched and that little smiling face saw the sunlight for the first time, Marx, Stalin and Chairman Mao smiled down and said, "Grow, little seed." And then, that's how you become supreme. Was Tommy Robinson born out of an egg? No. Tommy Robinson was birthed from Twitter. So he is still slightly bird-related there. What came first, the Twitter or the egg? So, yeah, that's it. Men, you are not supreme leader because, men, the reason you are not supreme leader is scientifically verifiable, because there can only be one supreme leader. When little father's little father was supreme leader, little father didn't consider himself supreme leader now.
I think he probably
did. He? No, he considered himself perhaps in the line of succession to supreme leader, but he was supreme, I don't know, supreme second cheese or something. And Daddy, little father's little father, was supreme leader. And as long as, this is not a call for assassination, I'm just saying, as long as little father's there, none of you guys ever going to be supreme leader. No matter how many of those chicken supremes you gulp down that greedy gullet, you're just doomed to be a guy and never a supreme leader.
Right, I think that, little father's got it better than his little father, really, with the entertainment stuff, because his dad's big creative project was called the Sea of Blood Opera Company.
Really? The Sea of Blood Opera Company? Tell me about the Sea of Blood Opera Company, please.
I think it's
the Korean Revolutionary Opera. It's a tradition of revolutionary opera in North Korea, inspired by Chinese revolutionary opera, which blossomed during the Cultural Revolution. It's characterized by a highly melodramatic style and reoccurring themes of patriotism and glorification of Juche, whatever that is, President Kim
why don't you tell us about it?
Il-sung, and the working people, as well as a focus on socialist realist themes.
Didn't Adam Curtis do something about I can't remember what he was talking about propaganda opera, and I can't remember which country he was talking about.
But Kim Jong-il wrote a book called On the Art of Opera.
Wow.
A treatise on the art of opera by Supreme Leader. It takes as its framework the Juche ideology, again, and seed theory that Kim had previously applied to cinema. Because opera is a mixed art form, Kim finds it particularly revealing of a nation's artistic state and important for the application of his seed theory. Kim finds hierarchies between and within elements of opera, like instruments subordinate to vocals and music over dance. The main thrust of the work is to replace classical, mainly Western, but also certain forms of Korean opera, with an allegedly superior Korean revolutionary opera. Kim analyzes various Western operatic forms, such as aria, recitative, and leitmotif, to reject them. In Kim's view, the ideal revolutionary opera should be based on stanzaic and strophic songs, of which the highest form is a supposedly novel form of offstage chorus called pangchang. The opera that is, according to Kim, most characteristic of his idea is Sea of Blood, which is to be emulated. Operas are to be based on the Juche ideology, which is, it's called Kim Il-sungism as well. Ideological breaks from Marxism and Leninism, bringing in more the previous supreme leader's idea, but I cannot... The goal of Juche is to establish a self-reliant state that independently determines its political, economic, and military affairs. So I guess,
like what England's
so the idea of North Korean opera is to invent a new spin on the operatic form, which, if it's based on a more stanzaic and strophic approach, would imply that North Korean opera is actually closer to the ideals of the Florentine Camerata when opera was first invented. Now, isn't that interesting? Isn't that fascinating? I didn't know anything. I've been writing opera since I was 12 years old. I'm now 45. I don't know how many years that is, but it's quite a long time. And all those years, I did not know that opera was supposed to be emulating seas of blood from the North Korean regime and their own unique, distinctive approach to the Gesamtkunstwerk. And as a trustee of Tete-a-Tete, the Opera Festival, I'm going to be doing my very best to see that some North Korean style opera hits the London stage next year. I can assure you that. Listen up, Bill. You heard it first here, my friend Bill Banks-Jones. I'm going to be trying to get that North Korean state opera right in there. Because ultimately, though, on a cultural level, I mean, if there's another whole form of operatic writing in the 20th century that I haven't heard of before, that would seem to imply some sort of cultural fault there. And now like, I want to know... Hang on a minute, I've forgotten the name of it.
Bristol University's always going on about how we have to decolonise the curriculum.
Exactly. So, yeah, I wanna know everything about the history of Korean revolutionary opera. The staging looks spectacular. Such wonderful scenography. I expect basically what it is it's opera more in the tradition of Eastern theatre. So I expect it's more based around statuesque presentation of images. It doesn't listen to this. According to Kim Jong-il, Little Father's Little Father, the operatic style of feudalism or capitalism cannot serve the creation of operas for the working class who are now building socialism or communism, nor can the imitation of foreign things help in producing operas that cater to the aesthetic tastes and feelings of our people.
Wow.
North Korean revolutionary opera extols the virtues of the working proletariat. The main melodies are often repeated, which would seem a bit leitmotify to me.
Yeah, that would seem leitmotify. Maybe do they mean like the association of a theme tune with a character in that? Like,
no, I don't think they do. I think they just mean recurring melodies.
Well, I mean, it was... okay.
The point of North Korean revolutionary opera was to completely transform opera into a medium for the people. And they have this very interesting dramatic device, I'm very interested in this kind of thing, called the pan-chang, which they say is unique in the history of theatre, and I think it probably is. The pan-chang is an offstage chorus which functions to communicate the thoughts of the characters on stage.
That's interesting.
For example, in Sea of Blood, the Panchang, the mother learns to read and write, is sung from off stage as the actor playing the mother is on stage performing the actions described. The song comments on the action and sings the praises of the mother as an ideal socialist and North Korean heroine, a powerful means of portrayal not present in the operas of the past. So, and yes, I mean, obviously that has a precedent in the chorus of classical Greek tragedy, but apparently in Maoist revolutionary opera, they had a similar device to the Panchang. Maybe we should write a North Korean revolutionary opera. I mean, you know, about Keir Starmer and cheese. Yeah. So it looks to me like the North Korean revolutionary opera isn't really continuing so much with Little Father there, because he obviously prepares like the pop stuff. He likes a snappy melody,
I mean, he's like
a catchy, jaunty beat. Yeah, he likes lasers, catchy melodies, funky beats, snappy little tunes, synths, that kind of thing.
Electric violin.
So I expect the North Korea revolutionary opera movement is in much the same situation as the English National Opera here, being asked to move from Pyongyang to somewhere in the suburbs, cut their budgets.
Because of their equivalent trash writer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it's the same.
But I tell you what, I bet you that the cultural minister of North Korea throughout history, whoever it was always more qualified to be the Minister of Culture than Nadine Dorries. I think every single Minister of Culture in history has been more qualified to be Minister of Culture than Nadine Dorries. I say this though, but I've never read actually a Nadine Dorries book. And I am going to. I mean, I'm going to try. When I say I'm going to, at least it means I'm going to give it the effort.
It's difficult. I tried to read 50 Shades of Grey and I had to really struggle through it.
Yeah, we've got 50 Shades of Grey in there now, don't we? From the charity shop.
No, it's from the hospital.
From the hospital, that's right. And it's got the same graphic design as the edition of de Beauvoir's The Second Sex. And so it's sat next to them on the shelf and it looks wonderful.
And I'm sure they complement each other so well.
Oh, they do. They sit and chat together at night time. The guy in 50 Shades of Grey, he's called Mr. Grey, right?
Yeah.
And what does he do? Like the story, he comes into this woman's life and brings reams of socks. Is that the story?
He was. I read the first one because I don't know. I waste my life doing things that
you actually read it.
I did read it. It was terrible.
Did it make you feel like erotic?
No. Well, I mean, it had like the email interface, and you're supposed to find that erotic, aren't you?
Is it the kind of eroticism?
It's the kind of eroticism where they put the
office eroticism.
Yeah, they'll put the mobile phone interface, print it in the book. Like if they wrote it now, they'd put a WhatsApp interface in the middle.
Yeah, I'm going to look at this mobile phone interface and see what it makes me.
I mean,
if it makes me feel sexy.
It shows his emails, and
I'm not feeling sexy.
She puts like mail too and stuff in the book. I read it when I was having. I was in Paris doing a music video thing with a friend of mine. And it was all about portraying, like, I don't know, it was all very kind of feminized, I guess. Or I don't know, some of it was. And I ended up, there was a heat wave and Cilla Black died, and then I had all this...
No, don't remind me
like
of that.
Gender dysphoria,
Whoa.
I guess is what it was. And I was really depressed.
Songbird.
I was really kind of, I can't explain it. It was very warm, and it's, just think of it as like, not being able to be in your body, and now I know why, but we'll get onto that at another time. Anyway, I sort of had this big breakdown, and then I thought I'd read 50 Shades of Grey, and then that really did make me realise that I wasn't, didn't feel like the majority of society.
Do you think there's...
It was funny though, it made me laugh.
Do you think there's anything, knowing me as you do you think there is anything in 50 Shades of Grey that would tickle my fancy.
No. The story,
I'm not going to read it then.
I seem to remember the woman wrote it as like fan fiction about Twilight initially, I think, but then took out all the vampires and turned it into multi-millionaires instead.
So was the guy initially supposed to be Little David?
Yeah, it's kind of inspired by that, I think.
Little
and,
David
the kind of, the relationship between the two characters is kind of a similar dynamic, I guess, except one of them's a vampire, the other one is a CEO. So, I mean, kind of similar, really, I guess. And then he's like been born into an abusive, like neglectful background, and he's like decided he's going to solve world poverty. So he's a good CEO. He's supposed to be a nice CEO.
Oh, Mr. Grey is a CEO.
Yeah, and it's it's even set in the same part.
What does CEO stand for?
I don't know. Something central, something rather officer.
Central ethical organizer.
But it's set in the same part of the world as Twilight, and then, like, you know, she's supposed to be a virgin and and she's like 25 or something, and she, or I can't remember, and then the way that he woos her is by giving her all these, like, first editions of Jane Austen. And the big, like, she's supposed to be this really bookish, like, intelligent woman, and like the woman who wrote it, I don't want to make any assumptions, but she used to be a TV producer.
Right.
And I personally think she just don't really care about it, and thought, you know what, everyone else is writing total expletive, so I'll have me some of that. So it's an interesting thing. Not
Fan
actually
fiction.
in itself, but
No.
I am very interested in how human society functions, or rather I used to be until I found out that I'm never going to get it, so now I don't care.
Fan fiction is a very, like, commercial radio podcasty topic to have got onto for this.
Yeah.
Fan fiction. Once a young man got in touch with me, I believe he was called Zachary, many, many years ago, and told me he was making a giant fan fiction based on my 15-hour walk, the Faust cycle. But I never heard it.
Means, like,
don't know where the boy's gone.
I thought fan fiction generally meant that it was supposed to be some sort of like schlocky kind of erotica type thing.
Yeah.
So did he mean it was going to be an erotica?
That's what I was hoping.
Thing.
Yeah. I think
like,
that's what it was. Yeah.
That would be wonderful.
Well, it would, but there's eroticism swirling in my Faust cycle anyway. But it's a strange eroticism, so this might have been an even stranger eroticism. Now, we also have been talking this morning about the intimate lives of birds and why only
we were going to talk about
and why
it on
only
the radio.
some birds have a phallus and some don't. But I found out that now this is really disgusting. Get your ears ready for this. That they call the moment of intercourse between non-phallic birds. They call that a cloacal kiss. Isn't that nice? Doesn't that make you feel nice?
Oh, that's nice.
I hope you were having your dinner when I said cloacal kiss.
I had this realisation, I think, that, you know, the whole thing of, like, every single sort of military campaign, well, I mean, everyone ever, but, like, especially now that it's all these, like, missiles everywhere, I mean, it looks like a euphemism to me. So then I had this realisation, maybe, that because everyone in the human race, like, because they think that the thing between your legs is where your brain is, because chickens don't have them, that must be why they're the most popular, like, you know, they're the most numerous.
They like to eat chicken.
Numerous animal on the planet, but simultaneously the most miserable.
Yeah.
I reckon that the reason people are so angry with chickens is because they don't have a low-hanging fruit.
So
I've worked it out.
So are you saying that if chickens
had
a phallus,
Richard,
then a Richard Hammond,
then then people wouldn't eat them so much.
Same with fish.
That's it. Same with fish.
But wait a minute, they eat cows.
Well, I mean...
Cows have got low-hanging fruit.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Yeah, okay, well, maybe it falls down.
Yeah, it does fall down.
But, you know, it's something to think about.
Yeah.
You might want to think about that.
Yeah. Do you think people would eat...
You know, there's some people who only eat chicken.
But do you think people would eat geese if they had arms?
Well, actually, that's a good point.
Like sticking out the front.
Everything that...
If a goose had like hands sticking out the front.
That's it.
And it could gesture like, what's up? You know?
Well, they don't eat things that walk along with hands. But no, they eat kangaroos, don't they? So
do they?
Yeah,
I mean, that's a bit niche. That's not mainstream,
well, no, but we're only saying that because we're not in... like places where there's loads of kangaroos. I mean, I don't know. Well, I think people eat kangaroos, don't they? I'm sure like Guardian observer types probably go and eat like.
There was what was that very interesting thing?
I'll just have its pouch.
There was some very interesting thing about the etymology
put it on a
of
slab.
kangaroo.
And we'll put it on a slab and then put a little sprig of rosemary on the side of its pouch.
What was the etymology that we discovered of the word kangaroo? That when the white man went to Australia and he asked a native, he pointed at the kangaroo and asked what it was or something, and I think the guy said something like, "Shut up, go away," which was kangaroo. And he's like, "Oh, that's called a kangaroo." Yeah, tell me the story behind why we call the kangaroo the kangaroo.
It's a false...
Oh, no, it's not a myth.
It's supposed to be, I don't know, but
I don't know.
False...
Yeah. Oh, it's not true.
No, I don't think it is.
I wish we hadn't looked it up now. You see, this is what spoils everything.
You got to take the bad with the good.
Life's better with the stories, you know? Life's better with the exciting stories of the way things happen, even if they're not necessarily true. Isn't it better to be just a little bit enchanted? Just a little bit.
But I can't actually find the etymology
of kangaroo. No. So maybe that's true.
No, I don't think it is. It's been debunked.
Well, the native guy to Australia wouldn't say, "I don't know," would he? Because he'd know.
Well, yeah.
Because he lives with them.
Yeah,
I was once about 1.5 meters away from a kangaroo.
What are they like?
In an open space. And I can tell you, that is literally the most physically frightened that I've felt in my life. Yeah. Because you can see from just the way they stand that they have an extraordinary amount of strength. That kangaroo, like the whole idea that humans are at the top of the food chain is utter nonsense, because a kangaroo could make mincemeat of Charles Bronson.
So, you know, we've got a lot of
and
problems
not many folk
with,
could make mincemeat of Charles Bronson now, could
violence
they?
And that.
I don't mean
this
the actor.
Current iteration of society. So I propose that you get rid of all the guns and give them all to kangaroos. And what's that other one that's really violent? Cassowaries and kangaroos.
But the problem is a cassowary...
Honey badgers.
Cassowary's got no arms.
But, you know, they can work together with the honey badgers.
Yeah, that could
I just think that it's about time that some other species on the planet stepped up.
A kangaroo, though, could really, I was thinking it's got little short arms. So, I was thinking like an Uzi or something, but a kangaroo with a shotgun, just a pistol, you know, a kangaroo with a handgun, that works.
So the actual myth about the word is because Captain James Cook was really stupid, as in he asked, "What is that?" and a bloke said, "I don't know." That's the rumour, but he actually meant, "I don't understand the question."
Right, I don't understand.
What do you mean?
What is that? It's one of them.
It's one of them.
Yeah.
Or whatever, or like the guy said, "I don't understand what you're saying."
Well, I mean, it would be equivalent to somebody landing here and pointing at a cow and going,
"What's that?
What on earth? What is that? What that? What do you mean?"
So is it because it's like when is it that he met someone who was like when someone says to me, What's that? Like when Prince Lorenzo de Medici.
You know, we did it again, Lottie. I was waiting for you to finish your thought, and I was going to move on to Prince Lorenzo de Medici.
But you know, I guess it's the kind of response that I don't know thing as I had to that when he put a picture of a turkey on his Instagram.
Does anybody know what this is?
Does anyone know what this is? And everyone said, I don't understand what you mean. Yeah. It's a turkey.
And
so I think that's probably
said,
what
Prince Lorenzo de Medici said, who seems like a lovely man.
He seems nice.
He travels all over the world, and he said he posted a video of a turkey
in Australia.
And,
back to Australia.
And said, does anybody know what this is? I have travelled all around the world, but I have never seen a bird like this. And the responses were confused because the bird in question was a turkey.
So it was the same as the Captain Cook thing.
Yeah.
Overwhelmingly, the response was like, I don't understand why you're asking this question.
It's a turkey. They're not rare. They're bred in captivity for human food.
They're the subject of a very popular blood ritual twice a year.
Yeah. But Prince Lorenzo de Medici has never seen one, which just shows you that there might be things right in front of your eyes that because you're out there outside of your perception, like in the hippie idea that apparently just has no basis in truth, that the indigenous population in the Americas couldn't see the ships when they were coming in. Because Prince Lorenzo de Medici did not have the turkey in his visual lexicon, he may have walked past so many turkeys and never even noticed. You know?
Yeah.
He's been sat at all those Christmas dinners and just didn't notice what was in the middle of the table. He didn't see it because it wasn't in his cultural lexicon. Isn't that right? Prince Lorenzo de Medici never saw that turkey until one day, doom scrolling, his life was changed, and now he lives in the knowledge of knowing not just a little bit, but knowing exactly what kind of bird that is. Now, here is Tom Jones singing If I Only Knew.
bared my soul to the golden traces, went to the forest of the holy places. And now I wonder, am I gonna dig a hole 10 feet under? Under sheep, under me, under you, under we, undivided, undecided.
Toto-Midi. Toto Central, Toto-Midi. Toto Central, Toto-Midi. Ah oui. Close mic.
The drums echoing tonight, but she only whispers of some quiet conversation. She's coming in perfectly fine. Her moonlit wings reflect the stars that guide me towards salvation. I stopped an old man along the way, hoping to find some old forgotten words or ancient melodies. He turned to me as if to say, I'm waiting for you. Solitary company. I know that I must do what's right. Sure as Kilimanjaro rises like Olympus above the Serengeti. I seek to cure what's deep inside, frightened of this thing that I come. You're scared of these things in Toto. If you had the panpipes, you could have done it on this bit.
I like that guy's cover of it.
Me too.
Panpipes. Play that again.
Yeah. The harmony. happens now? We all go back to the building side. Is this the fade? Fade? No fade. Just slowly going down to just conga.
I wonder.
Conga and then a conga fade.
I wonder what people.
Ladies, gentlemen, and everyone else, congas, then a conga fade.
I wonder what.
That's how we roll here in Shipton.
People in Africa think about Toto's Africa, and they think it's a fairly terrible description.
Yeah. I mean, what's it about? I've sung it now 3 times today, and I don't know what it's about. Someone's coming in on a plane.
I feel like it's the experience of being in Bob Ross's hair.
It is Toto. Yes, you defined that this morning. This is real media theory.
Small, and they're on the book.
They're on
from
books.
The librarians, so
Yeah.
maybe they are.
They're in the little library in
But
Bob
maybe
Ross's
at the
hair.
end of it, they all go and Bob Ross is next door in the art bit, and they all go and sleep in his hair.
Yeah. So Lottie pointed out, because we've been trying to figure out what the music of Toto sounds like, and the music of Toto sounds like being inside Bob Ross's hair.
Nothing to do with Bob Ross, just
No,
his hair.
his hair. Now here's the panpipe version. we're all going on a summer holiday. If you want to go, your friend, we're going to London and New York City and we take a little piece of Amsterdam. We're all going on a summer holiday. If you want to go, your friend, we're going to London and New York City. We take a little piece of Amsterdam. Well, you can get through all the words with the extended instrumental of Holiday.
Wow, that's amazing. Great. Should probably do that on the radio, shouldn't you?
I think so.
We're going to do it again.
I have to now. You have to refine
But
it.
you were like, oh, you can help me with it. Like, I can't do that.
Yeah, do it.
I can't.
You should do one of them.
Well, I don't know. I don't think I can do it.
We celebrate 7 women.
Let's bring it. Send it together.
We celebrate 7 with Miker G and Sven. We took a holiday with all our friends. It was time to relax, let your worries behind. Exactly 7 weeks or something crossed my mind. It was the sign of the time we never forget. One morning our parents kicked us out from our beds. We told them it was stupid, don't play the fool. But the answer was short, you gotta go to school. G's rocking up and down and everybody know. Racking up, bucking in the street kid show. Miker G rocks the house and you know what I'm saying. Now when he's on the mic there is no delay. So you better run to see him in your neighborhood. He's rapping, rocking all the way to Hollywood. Hey, check it out, these are the words you say. You'll scream with us, we need a holiday. We got a ring a ring down for a holiday. Put your arms in the air, let me hear you say. We got a ring a ring down for a holiday. Put your arms in the air, let me hear you say. We got a ring down for a holiday. Miker G and Sven are here to stay. We're gonna ring a ring down for a holiday. Hey, check out the new style we just played. We're all going on a summer holiday. If you wanna go, just Sven. We're going to London and New York City and we take a little piece of Amsterdam. Right! We're all going on a summer holiday. If you want to go, just Sven. We're going to London and New York City and we take a little piece of Amsterdam. I want a holiday, I screamed a lot. Your only things, cause it's all we got. Sven's parents told me I better go, cause Sven's hanging on the street kid show. In the bar, Ross, what happened to you? I told him it's my life and I know what I'm doing. I sold the school, I thought I'd never stay. Give me 7 weeks again and in my holiday. Well, this is my partner with the #1 jam. Famous in the Boogie Bronx in Amsterdam. He's the fastest rapper, you wouldn't name Miker G. His rap is stronger than the sucker MCs. Well, let me show you what my man can do. Rapping, rocking, popping on the boogaloo too. But anyway, no more delay, just listen to the beatbox he will play. My name is MC Sven, I'm also DJ. I didn't like the schools, I took another way. You like the Miker G, so I used my voice, and soon I bought a big Rolls Royce. That's right, my name is Miker G. I used to holiday with the MIC. On the street was a party bigger than Hollywood. I grew up in this world-starving neighborhood. We're gonna ring a ding dong for a holiday. Put your arms in the air, let me hear you say. We're gonna ring a ring dong for a holiday. Put your arms in the air, let me hear you say. We're gonna ring a ring dong for a holiday. Miker G and Sven were here to stay. We're gonna ring a ring dong for a holiday. Hey, check out the new style we just played. We're all going on a summer holiday. If you wanna go, you're Sven. We're going to London and New York City and we take a little piece of Amsterdam. Right, we are going on a summer holiday. If you wanna go, you're Sven. We're going to London and New York City and we take a little piece of Amsterdam. So now it's time to get the weeks. We're dreaming on, cause I get some treats. Miker G and Sven, 2 fresh MCs. They're ready for the holiday, you know what I mean? Everybody have a ball and enjoy yourself. The 2-body arty and step on the shelf. The chef with the freedom, let me hear you say. Leave your school this time, take a holiday. 2 fresh MCs, Miker G and Sven. Well, we got more girls than the school can stand. Making music, rapping, rocking all night long. So point your ears and listen to the song. There's nothing better than a sunny holiday, which starts in June and ends in May. We ain't fooling around with no stupid play. The only thing we need is a holiday. We're gonna ring a ring dong for a holiday. Put your arms in the air, let me hear you say. We're gonna ring a ring dong for a holiday. Hey, check out the new style we just played. I can see you, but I can't hear you. And you know that we are going on a summer holiday. If you wanna go, you're Sven. We're going to London and New York City and we take a little piece of Amsterdam. Right, we are going on a summer holiday. If you wanna go, just Sven. We're going to London and New York City and we take a little piece of Amsterdam. Yeah, we are going on a summer holiday. If you wanna go, you're Sven. We're going to London and New York City and we take a little piece of Amsterdam. Right, we are going on a summer holiday. If you wanna go, you're Sven. We're going to London and New York City and we take a little piece of Amsterdam. Fight is the thing most rappers do, but I can write my own thing too. I can understand things most rappers say, cause rapping is my thing, I do it every day. I'm the number one rapper, my name is Sven. I can rap more raps than a Superman can, so I'm the guy on your radio, also rocking to the rhythm in stereo. And don't you stop that body rap, and you won't stop that body rap. You'll spell my name right at Miker G, M-I-K-E-R-N-G. You see, your M is microphone, G's genius. Miker G's in the house serious, and you know that, and you show that. It's time, Sven, so let's go back. We're all going on a summer holiday. If you want to go, you're Sven. We're going to London and New York City, and we take a little bit of Amsterdam. We're all going on a summer holiday. If you want to go, you're Sven. We're going to London and New York City, and we take a little bit of Amsterdam. We're all going on a summer holiday. If you want to go, you're Sven. We're going to London and New York City, and we take a little bit of Amsterdam. We're all going on a summer holiday. If you want to go, you're Sven. We're going to London and New York City, and we take a little piece of Amsterdam. We're all going on a summer holiday. If you want to go, you're Sven. We're going to London and New York City, and we take a little piece of Amsterdam. How about that then? Toto Are we? Close mine.
But she only whispers of some quiet conversation. She's coming in 12:35. Her moonlit wings reflect the stars that guide me towards salvation. I stopped an old man along the way, hoping to find some old forgotten words or ancient melodies. You turn to me as if to say, hurry boys, waiting there for you. Hurry boys, drive me away from you. And I'm not a man of all I ever do. I must rain down in Africa. There is some night to do that you will never have. The wild dogs cry out in the night as they grow restless, longing for some solitary company. I know that I must do what's right, sure as Kilimanjaro rises like Olympus above the Serengeti. I seem to cue what's deep inside, frightened of this thing that I've become.
Scared of the things in Toto.
If you had the panpipe, you could have done it on this. Me too. Yeah.
How many boys you went there for you?
Do the harmony.
I'll take the rains down in Africa. I'll dance the rain down in Africa.
Yeah.
Well, you can get through all the walls and do it, and then you can do it holidays.
Rocking up and down, and everybody knows. Rapping on top, see kid show. Miker G rocks the house, the blue and the day. Now when he's on the mic, there is no delay. Better run to see him in your neighborhood. He's rap rocking all the way to Hollywood. Hey, check it out, these are the words you say. You'll scream with us, we need a holiday. We gotta bring a man down for a holiday. Put your arms in the air like we need you say. We gotta bring a man down for a holiday. Put your arms in the air like we need you say. We gotta bring a man down for a holiday. Miker G DJ Sven, we're here to stay. We gotta bring a man down for a holiday. Hey, check out the new style we just met. We're all going on summer holidays. You wanna go to your school? We're going to London, New York City, and take a little piece of Amsterdam. Right! We're all going to summer holidays. You wanna go to your school? We're going to London, New York City, and take a little piece of Amsterdam. I'm on a holiday, I scream the laws. Your only thing is to enjoy the dog. Said parents told me after all the dogs come sweating, not sweet. In the bar, rocks, what happened to you? I couldn't miss my life and I knew what I'm doing. I sold the school, I thought it time to stay. In the 70s again and in my holiday. Well, this is my partner, the number one gal. Famous in the boogie Bronx in Amsterdam. He's a fastest rapper, you will claim my key. Rap is stronger than your summer MC. Well, let me show you what my mind can do. Rapping, rocking, popping, and the boogaloo too. But anyway, no more delay. Just listen to the beatbox, he will play. My name is MC Sven, I'm also DJ. I didn't like the school, they took another way. You like the Miker G, so I use my voice, and soon I form a big road run. That's right, my name is Miker G. I used to holiday with the NIC on the street was a party bigger than Hollywood. I grew up in this road south neighborhood. We don't ring a bang bong for a holiday. Arms in the air, like you say. We don't ring a bang bong for a holiday. Put your arms in the air, like you say. We don't ring a bang bong for a holiday. Miker G understand what I'm here to say. We don't ring a bang bong for a holiday. Hey, check out the new style we just met. We're all going on summer holiday. You wanna go just spend. We're going to London and New York City and California and Amsterdam. Right, we're all going on summer holiday. You wanna go just spend. We're going to London and New York City and take a little piece of Amsterdam. So now it's time to get the beats. We're dreaming on cause I get some free. Miker G and Sven, fresh MCs. They're ready for the holiday, you know what I mean? Everybody have a ball and enjoy yourself. There's nobody on the youngster on the shelf. They shove the freedom, let me hear you say. Maybe school this time, take a holiday. Two fresh MCs, Miker G and Sven.